Have you noticed the changing market dynamics these past 6 months and the disruption companies have been facing in the market? Hi, I'm Michael Guanchero, Senior Director of Solution Consulting with Infor, and I have with me here today Felix Tan from our partner Qualitas in Indonesia, and we're going to talk a bit about what's driving our customers' business towards the cloud and what it takes. But let's take an example and hear from what our customers have to say. So again, Felix, if we're looking at a highly specialized manufacturer in there that has been on-premise for a while and they have been considering moving to the cloud, what are the main things that they should be looking at in a cloud-based solution in the move to the cloud?
Yeah, thanks for the interesting question, Mike. I have seen a lot of people are going back and forth between whether to have on-premise or cloud systems, right? Where if you think about it, cloud system, the costing, which is monthly and predictable, is really interesting. While data security might be the other end of the consideration, right? But the funny thing is that I saw lately, as simple as during COVID, people are not allowed to go to the office, or maybe they think it's very dangerous to even go to the office. Then they started to see that having a system in the office becomes something annoying. And even they say it's life-threatening, right? So they need to maintain the system every day, need to watch out for the system, just in case something happens to the electricity, to the fire, etc., right? So when they realize that, this thing no longer becomes secondary consideration, becomes first priority consideration. Even as the expert or the consultant say, it is even included into a business continuity strategy. One of the major points in order to make sure that the business continues in any situation, the system must be able to be maintained from anywhere, not limited to only one, or must be maintained in some professional environment. So for me, cloud sounds actually correct in this case. Not to mention that the IT team that they have, probably they want to resign, right? Imagine all the headaches that they are going to face, right? And then they need to cut costs by letting some IT people go, for example. They cannot do that because they need to have the people inside the organization. So those are the main consideration actually why people need to think on the cloud-based solution. Other benefits that I can think, like OPEX rather than CAPEX, for example, always updated to the latest version, always make sure that it is backed up and always available within certain SLA, right? And then no need to worry on scalability. Well, there are a lot of things actually in the list that can confirm why cloud is actually worth to consider, right? Now, but normally people will say, okay, Felix, related to the negative side, people often mention about data security. Actually, if we think about it, isn't it easier to hack into some non-data center certified local infrastructure compared than hacking into some DC certified facilities, you see? Yeah, I believe there is an international certification that ensure all the security protocol in place. Maybe it's like HIPAA, PCI. Well, I'm not the expert on this area, but maybe later on, somebody in this area can explain about it in more detail. Anyway, after considering all those things I mentioned before, I think there's no other way than companies need to consider cloud.
Yeah, very good point, Felix.